Good morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, about 5 a.m. Just doing my morning walk. I got a little mouse with me. He's hanging out. We're up a little bit before the sun. And I'm at the beginning of my property right here in Missouri. Got a long driveway down to the house. But I was thinking this morning when I got up a little after 3. And I know some folks, they might think that I got this amazing life and that I have a lot of things that maybe they would want to aspire to or that they would want to have. But it wasn't always this great. Life wasn't always this good. And part of the reason is just because really I wasn't putting in the effort. I didn't have the goals that I needed to have. I wasn't making decisions that I should have been making. And it wasn't until I really got focused and until I really started deciding that I was going to make some major changes in my life that I actually started to see some things change and to started to really be able to start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to say. This has been at least bare minimum a 15-year journey for me. I'm 43 right now, but for anybody who is not where they want to be, and for anybody who doesn't like their life, anybody who is in a state of depression or wants more just out of their life and wants more for themselves, I'm living proof that you can have the things that you want to have if you are willing to change what it is you need to change to become the person that you need to become. So, quite frankly, the hard truth of the matter is that if you don't have the life that you want to have, it's probably because you are not the person that you need to become to have that type of life. And what you really need to try to figure out is what do you want out of life? Not what you think the idea is of life based on what you see other people having. What other people have might look great from the outside looking in, but honestly, that might not be what's best for you. That might not be what fulfills you. So first and foremost, try to find out what it is that you actually want. What do you value? And then who do you need to become to achieve those things? Because that's really what it boils down to, is you and who you are, what you know, what actions you take. And my journey, it started when I was 28 years old. That's when I went back to school. At that time, I was a high school dropout with not even a 9th grade education. That's right, didn't even make it through 9th grade. But I made a decision to go back to school, and I got my GED, and then I made a decision to go to community college and get a 2-year degree. And although I didn't go as far as I really wanted to go, because I did think that I wanted to get myself a 4-year degree so I can have at least that bachelor's. Life took me on a different course and led me to where I'm at today. And I just did a lot of self-educating through books, through audiobooks, through podcasts, and things of that nature, to where I feel like I've gotten a much more well-rounded education, and I've got a lot of different knowledge based on the things that I've chosen to study that really helped me get on the journey and the path that I'm on and to reach the goals that I've set for myself. So if any of you are thinking, I can't do it, or it's too late, I'm going to tell you right now, it is never too late. I'm 43 years old, and I am still not where I want to be. I am definitely making progress, and I'm heading in the right direction. But let me just tell you right now that I absolutely plan on reaching all of my goals. And I know that there is plenty of time. I'm still a young man, 43 years old. And at 28 years old, I was obviously not even close to the person that I am today, and who I wanted to be and who I needed to be to achieve my dreams and to get to the next level. Like I said, high school dropout, didn't even have a ninth grade education, and so, all you got to do is get started. That's the main thing, is get started. And it doesn't matter where you're at, doesn't matter, who you believe you are at this current moment, because if you focus on who you want to be and then really trying to figure out what do you need to do to become that person, then you can get started on the journey of life. You can get started right now, today, and that's what it takes, is get started. You don't have to make leaps and bounds. You don't have to, go from point A to Z overnight. Life is a journey, and what I always try to, focus on is being better today than I was yesterday. And if I can be better today than I was yesterday, and I can consistently do that day by day by day by day, then soon and eventually you will see exponential growth. You might not see it this week, you might not see it next week or next month, or maybe not even next year. But after 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 years, you're going to be able to start looking back and see the massive growth that you've had, as long as you are consistent and as long as you are continually growing at least a little bit each day to be better than you were the day before. And let me tell you, we have no excuse not to reach our full potential. We have no excuse not to have the things that we truly want to have and be the person that we want to be. There are so many free resources out there. We all have these little computers, which are cell phones, that we can do anything with. We have access to an abundance of free information. So if you can't get yourself back into school, if you can't go to college, if you can't do those traditional things, you don't need to anymore. You can absolutely educate yourself. There's tons of access to free audiobooks and podcasts and just different things that are going to just help you gain the knowledge and the information that you need to be successful and to really just walk a different path than you might currently be walking. So just know it is never too late. And if you do not love the life that you have, if you hate the life that you have, if you do not like who you are, it is absolutely not too late to change it. All you got to do is get started. Be patient with yourself. Like I say, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? It took decades. And we are a work in progress, absolutely a work in progress. So give yourself time, but just hold yourself accountable as time goes. So I just want to be here to tell you that you are good enough, each and every one of you. We all have greatness within us. We can all reach the highest levels of achievement that we want for ourselves. Not for what we see in other people, not for what people want for us, but what we truly in our hearts desire and what we want. And Like I've said before, we can't do it alone. We need to definitely get in touch with our higher power. We got to reach out to God. We have got to make sure that we are walking with God and we are asking for help, and that we are believing in ourselves and believing in God, so that we may have the strength to overcome the major obstacles that life absolutely will put in front of us. And those obstacles, those are nothing but opportunities for us to grow. Those obstacles are nothing but challenges that are going to help us achieve and get to the next level. So I just want to be here, and I want to tell y'all that I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. And if you have just one person in this world who cares about you and who loves you, then you are blessed. There are millions of people out there that unfortunately have no one. And so if you just have one person who loves you and cares about you, you cherish that, because you are absolutely blessed. And if nothing else, do this for yourself. Do this for those around you that you love and that love you back. And if you have children, let that be an inspiration to you. Let that be a motivator to you, so that you can show them and reach another level and inspire them, so that you can be the example for them. And then they will have strength based on you. One thing that has really helped me get to the next level is not doing everything just for myself. I have some extreme motivation, because I want to lead by example, and I want to show my daughters, and I have 4 daughters, I want to show them that they can do anything in this world. I want to show them that no matter what doubts they have, no matter what life throws at them, that if they're willing to do the right thing, if they're willing to help others in the process, if they are willing to work hard, stay determined, stay positive, and put in the effort that is needed, that they will be able to have the life that they want. They will be able to absolutely reach their goals and achieve their dreams. And we all can. So if you take nothing else from this message, just know that you are loved out there. Just know that the opportunities do await, but it is up to you. You've got to get started. You've got to put in the effort. You've got to be consistent. You have got to make good choices. You have got to try to help others along the path, because there is nothing more important in this world than making sure that you are helping others in the process. Because once you get to the end of the road, you definitely don't want to be there achieving all your goals and having your dreams and being by yourself. You're going to want to have others to share that with and help lift up. Anyhow, y'all, that's just my morning motivation for anybody who is struggling out there, for anybody who is doubting themselves or doubting their lives. Please do not. Take control. Get started. Just take it day by day and be better than you were yesterday. I'm going to be signing off now. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Peace.